Imagine walking through your neighborhood when someone bumps into you. You look up ready to apologize and freeze because the person looks exactly like you. Same eyes, same voice, same scar on the chin, but dressed differently, smiling knowingly. I wondered when we'd finally meet, they say. It's not a twin, not a prank. It's another you from a parallel universe. What happens next? The idea of parallel universes isn't just science fiction. Physicists have suggested for decades that our universe might not be alone. Quantum theory's many worlds interpretation imagines that every decision, every chance event spawns a new branch. In one branch you turned left this morning, in another you turned right. Cosmology offers its own possibilities. Endless bubble universes born from cosmic inflation, each with different laws or histories. Normally these worlds stay separate, invisible. But meeting another you would be deeply unsettling. Would you feel jealous if their life looked better? Relieved if their struggles were worse? Imagine discovering your alternate self pursued the career you abandoned, married the person you left, or took risks you avoided. Suddenly, all the what-ifs of your life are sitting in front of you with receipts. Self-reflection becomes literal conversation, and the mirror talks back. The relationships would grow complicated fast. Families might feel both wonder and discomfort at welcoming another version of you. Partners could feel threatened or intrigued. After all, here's someone who knows your habits and history better than anyone else, but chose differently. Friendships might flourish at first. You get my jokes instantly. Then sour as mirrored flaws become unbearable. Living with another, you would be equal parts fascinating and exhausting. A society would scramble to adapt. If alternate versions of people can cross over, identity systems collapse. DNA, fingerprints, and face scans can't distinguish you from you. Governments would need new methods of verification. Biographical keys, secret memories, behavioral patterns only one self could prove. Courts would struggle. Who owns property? Who signs contracts? Who is responsible if oneself commits a crime? Social media would flood with the another me selfies, and influencers would compete with. The science would gain an extraordinary opportunity. Imagine comparing health with your alternate self to see how small choices shaped your body. Did they exercise more, eat differently, avoid the accident you suffered? Doctors could map cause and effect with clarity never before possible. Physicists would study subtle differences between universes, slightly different particles, cosmic patterns, or constants, turning identity into experimental evidence. Meeting another, you could become the greatest datacy. But risks would be real. Con artists might pose as alternate selves to steal trust and money. Governments might weaponize crossings, training soldiers by comparing experiences across realities. Some people could obsess over finding better versions of themselves. Convinced happiness lies one universe away. Others might reject responsibility, saying it wasn't me, it was the other me. Ethics would demand new rules. You are still responsible for the choices in your own world, no matter how many versions. And philosophy and faith would face their own reckoning. If there are infinite versions of you, what does it mean to be unique? Perhaps uniqueness isn't about possibility, but about presence, the specific branch you live and breathe. Some would argue choices matter less if every outcome exists somewhere. Others would claim the opposite. They matter more because your choices decide which version you inhabit. The encounter with another self would not erase meaning, it would sharpen it. And after the shock comes the quiet reflection. Alone at night, you'd replay their words, their gestures, their laugh. You'd notice habits you never questioned until another you performed them differently. Life would feel less like fate and more like a draft with room for edits. Meeting another self would not give you a new life, but it might inspire you to live yours with more intention. So, if parallel universes were real and you could suddenly meet another version of yourself, what would you do? Would you trade places, envy them, or thank them for surviving a path you didn't take? Perhaps the greatest secret isn't out there in another world. It's right here in this one. Your next choice is still the portal that matters most.